Everybody, welcome back to the Upper Tier Podcast. It's Monday. It's the Monday mashup. Plenty to go through this evening. We are going to be taking you through the Premier League action from the weekend. We will touch, of course, on the Irish Premier League as well, of course. League of Ireland, Division 1 and the Premier League. Big game going on tonight as well. Shamrock Rovers versus Dundalk. That catch-up game as well. 46 minutes gone. 1-0 to Shamrock Rovers. Lopez with the goal. Jack Burn with the assist. Absolutely phenomenal there from Rovers. 1-0 up against Dundalk. Looking to make up for lost ground, as they say. But if you could subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification button, drop a like on the video. Mark will be joining us shortly. He's just getting the kiddos off the bed. So when he comes on, we'll go through some of the details and stuff like that. For the moment, we're going to be doing a bit of a watch along for the second half of Everton versus Man United. Not much going on first half. A couple of good opportunities for Man United, mainly from distance, but that's really a couple of clearances from Everton as well. Looking really struggling at the moment. So Mark will be joining us. Let's get into the chat. I was in the chat. What is the crack? The crack is all good, my friend. My boy is in there as well. My brother from another mother, Dano. How are you, bro? Hope you are good. Manda Toffees, yeah, absolutely. So we will be bringing you live coverage of the second half, of course. And we will also keep an eye on Rovers versus Dundalk. 47 minutes gone, still 1-0 there as well. But we'll keep you right up to date on both those games, big games in the Premier League in both countries. So there we go. So we will be covering as well. We'll have a quick look at the Champions League as well. We got Marky's predictions. His Italian predictions last week didn't turn out on point, especially Juve getting absolutely slapped up by Galatasaray. Going to take a massive effort for them now to try and come back into that tie. We will discuss that. We will discuss the two statements that have been released in relation to the incident up at Oriel Park at the weekend there with Drogheda fans and stuff like that and all. Flares going onto the pitch, burning that new pitch, which was a absolute disgrace, but also a young lad, 12-year-old boy, I think, who took a flare to the face as well and got burnt as well. So our thoughts go out to him as well. We hope he's okay. We hope the damage isn't too bad or too permanent. We haven't had any major updates on it. But when Marky comes on, we will absolutely talk about the two statements that came out. First of all, there was a joint statement from both clubs. We seen Kieran Kilduff and how pissed off he was after the match. And we'll talk about it with Marky when he comes on as part of our League of Ireland section. But yeah, absolutely men's up there. Crazy stuff. No need for it whatsoever. And then a statement came out, I think this evening, Drogheda released their own statement. Which again, you know what I mean? I don't know, it's fairly self-explanatory and stuff like that, but it just really lacks kind of, it comes across like a kind of a waiting game where it lacks taking responsibility. And I think Drogheda should be at the forefront of this, and they should take responsibility for what happened. And then whatever happens after that and has to be done, you know. But the club should act in a more decisive way, I would say. Really disappointing. And very disappointing in terms of a reflection on the league as well. You know, they've been fantastic stuff in the league now. God knows, at least the last 4 or 5 years it's been out there, and everything there just was shot on target. Lammon's down to save it. But yeah, like they've been building up the league so well and promoting the league, and the league's been going along and doing great stuff and all, and then this kind of happens. And you know, it's not just a reflection, and you know, there's some amazing Drogheda fans out there, you know what I mean? But unfortunately, when this happens, everyone unfortunately gets tarred with the same brush. But not only that, yeah, also the reflection on the league as well, the league as a whole as well, where people are trying to gather in fans and families and make this a real progressive thing to up the numbers and all that kind of stuff and all. You know, if you're a family there now with young kids and you want to bring them to a match day on a Friday evening, are you having second thoughts now about this? You know, you bring your kid's face gets burnt. You know, you see these scenes. You know what I mean? It's sad that the minority spoils it for everyone else, kind of thing. You know, and especially, you know, they're only after investing huge money in getting that pitch, and we know how difficult it was to secure the funding and get it done. We went through it all last season with the John Temple stuff and everything else that evolved, and you know, the anxiety from the Dundalk fans about getting these things done and all. Then you get it done, and just in a moment of stupidity, it gets ruined. Very, very sad. So, but it'll need to be fixed. Yeah, yeah, definitely, Dino, definitely, 100%, 100%, man. Catch up soon. Yeah, Drogheda. Yeah, it's. I just think they need to take the lead in these things, and I think they should be more progressive in the way they deal with it. You know, um, it nearly felt like the dual statement the other night nearly felt like it was like no one was taking responsibility. You know what I mean? It was just weird, absolutely mental. Close to 100K in damages to the pitch. I wouldn't be surprised. Those pitches are really. I know when we got the one down here in Greystones, Martin O'Neill opened it up, and I think the pitch was close to half. That big books, like big books. So I wouldn't be surprised at all, because it's not just a case of cutting out that section that got another section in. Because remember, the way these are laid and the way they're constructed, they're done in a certain way that, like, players can't catch themselves in it and do an ACL or do a cruciate or whatever it is. You know what I mean? So it's really, really important that they're up to a certain standard and all. But yeah, not good. Big up, Bren. Hope you're good, pal. Looking forward to seeing you tomorrow. There's talk of pulling back funding as a result of the issues. Yeah, it's madness. It's madness, and it has to be dealt with. I'm feeling good, pal. I'm feeling good. You can tell by the hair here. The hair's a mess at the moment. Needs to be done. I haven't had a chance. I was in the gym tonight. Dino would love this. I did a great back and arms workout. Then I went down. I had a nice jacuzzi and sauna, steam room, bit of a dip in the pool, the whole lot. And I'm feeling good and feeling refreshed, as they say. Feeling good and feeling refreshed. Looking forward. Don't forget the Pro Wrestling Weekly coming at you. It's the final stop before Nation Chamber. Bren will obviously have his show on Saturday as well, SmackDown review, and then Saturday night join us 12 o'clock. We'll be on from about 11:45. Elimination Chamber watch along. Going to be an absolute cracker. Really, really looking forward to it. And of course, Thursday I'll be on with my other brother, the Dazzler. The Thursday night show will be here as well. And don't forget, check out all the shorts that's going up there and everything else. 100K in damage. That's mental. Shameful from that section of the fans. Yeah, it's just this is what happens. The minority spoiler for everyone else then, you know what I mean? And there's some great fans up there in Drogheda, some super fans. So we shall see how it all plays out anyway. Everything on the break here at the moment, still 0-0. What am I saying here? 50 minutes, just into 50th minute here. I don't know what you guys are on minute-wise. I'm on 49:25, so you know where I am in the match. And we will continue to watch along when Marky comes on, no doubt about it. I'll skip ahead to the Champions League. So what are we thinking here, Champions League, folks? Where are we going with this? Are we going to get any upsets? Is there anything going to happen, or how are we feeling about it and stuff like that? Who do we see going through? Anyway, back for UV. Anyone giving UV a chance on this? 5-2 down, going back to Turin. Speaking of Turin, clashing Castle. Yeah, Turin should be interesting. United. Oh, United with a great chance there, just over the bar. And Buemo. Back stick. Pickford all over the shop. Cover the well. Tarkovsky and Pickford chatting now. Let's have a look at this again. Super ball. Such an easy ball. One so easy. Oh, Tarkovsky with a real big touch on that to make sure it didn't go right through. Only for that touch. Sat up for Buemo, and he's after absolute. Instead of just tipping it over, Pickford, who was all over the camp, made himself nice and big, Pickford, in fairness. But then Buemo blasting over the bar, probably should have scored there. Great opportunity for Man United to take the lead. Didn't take it. 51 minutes gone, 0-0 at the Hill Dickinson Stadium. Last time it was over, by the way, Dino, we went down and had a look at the stadium when we were over for the Barnsley game. Looks magnificent, man. I have to say, as much as it kills me to say it, looks really, really good. Probably going to take everything a bit of time, isn't it, to create that kind of Goodison effect in it and stuff like that, isn't it? Which is always the case with a new stadium. That's always the risk, Remember, these United now on the break here. 3-on-3 here. United down the right hand with Dallo. It's kind of a scuff shot, was it? Yeah, everything taken away. Everything looked like they're sitting so deep. It's mad to think you'd be at home sitting so deep. The boy Barty up front just horrible job tonight, Let's go back anyway. Champions League, Real Madrid. We're hearing today the boy is suspended by UEFA. He won't be going to the Real Madrid game in the Bernabeu. No surprise at that. Not necessarily in relation to the racial stuff, but I think just from a security point of view, I think it would be a real problem, to come in. Marky's going to come in now, so we'll bring him in. Good up, Soldier. What's happening?
What's the story, cool? Sorry about that.
At all. We're just talking about Champions League and who we think might go through and all. We were discussing your Italian position.
I wore me blue hoodie for the Italian team.
I saying I was listening to Terry on the Football Terrace today, and he was saying he found a grand in his betting account. It was a sponsored betting account from a year or two ago.
Yeah,
and there was a grand in there, and he stuck a grand on Spurs at 7-1 to be relegated.
No way.
Yeah, 7-1. That's
Jesus.
the bet. 7-1.
Like buying money, isn't it? Huh?
That's what he said. Free money.
Yeah, too right.
We touched on the Drogheda thing, but we'll go back on it. So we're following the game here tonight, second half anyway. And also Rovers, I think, are still 1-0 up.
If the lads in the chat just don't put in any scores, I might be a few seconds behind us or whatever.
I'll tell you where I'm on 53-10 at the moment.
I'm 53-54.
Okay, so you're about 40 seconds ahead of me.
Yeah, but just in case Dallo's in, squares it. No. Yeah, just in case the lads in chat are a little bit ahead, yourself.
It's cool. So if you want to, because it's a Man United and it's Marky, in sync with him, basically, he's about 35-40 seconds ahead of me. So he's just gone into, what are you now, 54-10, 54-11,
54-16.
54-16. So you know where Marky's at, lads, anyway, and you can sync in with him. I don't mind playing catch-up so long as Everton win. Right, so let's go back to the start of the slides, and then we'll come back to the Champions League. Obviously, we're going to talk the Premier League and stuff like that, mainly focusing on the relegation battle and on the top places for Europe and stuff like that as well. And Buemo had a great chance there earlier at the back stick as well. I don't know.
It went over the bar. Just
the touch from Tarkovsky kind of put him off a little bit, didn't it?
I think it did.
Right, so I'm going to just give me 1 second now because I want to get rid of that because that might affect the stream. There we go. Now we should be all good. Right, let's break it down. Let's start. Aston Villa 1, Leeds 1. Leeds will be disappointed, coughing up 2 of the points laid on.
Yeah, very good performance for them, particularly getting the goal and, away in Villa Park. It's not an easy place to go, but yeah, a late show by Villa and a well-earned point,
Yeah, and Brentford, of course, not so smooth this time with Keith.
Yeah, I was very surprised by that. Yeah, because Brighton, listen, we know Brighton have been very hit and miss this season. They haven't been as consistent as they were last season. Buemo's gone down holding his head. Yeah, but the run
Nathan Collins, never do that again as a defender.
Ever. Especially if you're wearing a green jersey as
absolutely
well.
But even in a Brentford jersey, that was shocking.
Listen, I'm very pleased how Keith Andrews has put himself across as a manager, and like we spoke about it. And Boomo's after was that Tarkovsky elbow on the bleeding face, man. He's ushering the ball back to Pickford or his shoulder. But yeah, no, especially with the Irish connection in the backroom staff as well. So, but yeah, I would have either went for a home win or maybe a score draw in that game if I was being honest with you beforehand,
Bit of play acting there, isn't there? Like he ran, like he was looking for it, wasn't
he? He was just looking to put pressure on Tarkovsky there, but
Tarkovsky just stood his ground. Like he didn't like
what I mean? Yeah, no, 100%. Oh, here we go. Here's Sesko about to come on.
Like he was nowhere near the ball there. Look, Pickford's having a melt over it.
All
he did was stand his grade. He did nothing there. Only like Buemo going down like he just got shot in the stands or something.
Ahmad's making him run on the right. He's getting dragged by Dewsbury Hall. He's dragging him back. I'll go out for a goal.
Anyway, Brentford.
Yeah, I was surprised. I thought Brentford would have won, or maybe a score draw. To be fair, I didn't see
Mm,
Brighton win this, but a good result for them. And from a Brighton point of view, they're not obviously they're looking at what 9
mm.
points ahead of West Ham down there. They should be safe, but hopefully that be a stepping stone for them over the next few weeks. But yeah, I haven't been impressed with them this season at all. To be fair,
Chelsea won, Burnley won. Chelsea coughing up the points again, laid on
Christ,
from a
man.
winning position. Apparently 6 or 7 times this season, something like 19 points being
Yeah,
dropped from winning positions.
yeah,
Should be in a title race otherwise.
and I've
Mm.
seen the interview after, and he was alluding to someone not picking up Fleming. That was given a job of picking up Fleming for crosses and for stuff like that, and looking at this when they went, what was it, the 6 or 7 minute they went 1-0 up, Joe Pedro. I was thinking to myself, this could be any score here, what
Then the sending off.
ages, and then the sending off, and then do you know what? Nothing
Six red
surprised.
cards, 6 red cards this season.
I was just gonna say nothing surprised me with Chelsea in terms of that kind of thing, and but you can never in terms of matches, particularly over the last 3 months or so, you can never kind of real burn you out at times now, where before I would
Mm.
have. But what's that?
Yeah, they're talking about 100 grand in damage on the pitch.
Yeah, and it costs
Mm.
500 grand to lay it.
Yeah. Yeah, no,
Like,
so
you know,
we
man.
got our one done down here, Martin O'Neill out, and they cost a
Yeah,
fortune. Cost a fortune.
like because I remember talking to John when he was inquiring about it,
Mm.
and he was giving me, because obviously, like anything, you get quotes from all over the place, and you try to go with the best price, and
And remember, this pitch was a huge contentious issue last season in
yeah,
preparation for moving up into the Premier Division.
yeah,
You know what I mean? And then to go like that, to get what 2, 3 games out of it and then
yeah.
wrecked. You know what I mean? Like it's
Crazy. Well, the
yeah.
the first game, that was the first the opening of it there on Friday night for the Loud Derby. So
I told Dino that boys asked me how it was. Said it was great. I did a workout in the gym tonight, and then I went for a swim and a sauna, jacuzzi. The whole lot was lovely. That's why my hair's looking all nice and fluffy.
hey,
Not as usual, gel. And then Dino
Dino.
says, "Yeah, same here. Went to the gym. No such facilities though. Just sweaty ball bags."
Yeah, hey, just what we like, Dino.
Yeah.
Dino, I
Bruised
was in.
kneecap. Played ball last Monday, so physio. Bruised kneecap.
Nice one. Where were you playing, 5-side or something, Dino, was it?
He's trying to get back into that Crumlin side that's in that new tour.
Yeah.
Trying to break into that new tour division.
Pierce Park for life, baby.
I'd say.
I was in the gym last week because
Yeah.
I was on one of the new machines for 20 minutes and I got sick. It was the vending machine. But bum.
Yeah. And Jim was the guy you were out drinking
Yeah.
with. Not the G boy. All good, yeah. All
And then
good. I don't believe he said that to Vinny. Boy cried wolf and all that. And Mbappe couldn't have heard him. There we go. Yeah, well, he got suspended. He got suspended for the rail game. I think that was more the security thing I was saying earlier than actually the racial issue that has to be dealt with. I think even the way Vinny put it across, if you remember, he said, "I can't wait now for the return leg." That kind of upped the ante a little bit. And I don't think you'd be in a position for that lad to walk out in the Bernabeu this week.
No,
I think it'd be from
definitely
a security point of view. Elvis on the pod, yeah. Elvis is out of the building, baby. How are you, Mark? Deadly to see you on. Going to see Epic this week.
Yeah, Bren. I won't get to see it this week. I'll hopefully go next week. We've a few things on this weekend. Dino. And I'm really looking forward to it. I've seen a few clips of it and stuff like that. It looks really, really good. And there's a musical in the talks now as well. So Baz is
someone needs to have a conversation with that boy's life, those lads. Seriously.
Keith Duffy and
oh my god, seriously, like I seen them doing a gig the other day and they were walking through. It was a community hall or something with a load of L ones in it.
Yeah.
And I seen them walking through the crowd now and the L ones grabbing them and everything. And I was thinking, how do you steep to that level? Like, how do you fall that far?
The
like,
Muller. And you know what? They released an album last year,
barely covering costs, I'd say.
They released an album last year, and obviously, Keith still can't bleed and sing. Like Brian McFadden's carrying him.
He can barely dance.
I know, yeah.
Well, I tell you, he's a very good golfer.
Is he? And I heard he likes to sell tires as well.
The odd time, yeah. Him and Shane's doing that with him. And Shane, they're doing the tire thing, aren't they? Him and Shane.
Yeah. Shane was mad into the cars. Like he's
Mark, you sexy beast. Great to see you, mush.
Hey, love it, Dino. I'm going to see your mush back on this, Dino.
Yeah, he'll be back on. Don't worry. He knows the open invitation is there. He just needs to let
Big
us
time,
know.
man.
What's the crack, lads? All
How are
good.
you,
Keith, look
Keith?
tomorrow night.
He's on tomorrow night, yeah?
Singing "Living on a Prayer." Yeah, I think that was
Yeah.
the video I said.
Was it?
Man, I think they are living on a prayer.
And the
Like, if the
Grado
song
come
is
out
on.
after them.
Grado's more talented at this stage. Let's be honest there.
Could you imagine?
Yeah, what did you make of Liam Senior coming out after the game saying, "I'm beginning to understand now who I can trust"?
That's what he was saying about.
Yeah.
He gave whoever it was a job to Mark Fleming, particularly from crosses and set pieces and stuff. And yeah, he ends up getting the equaliser late on. And then Chelsea fans are giving him stick because he was out having a point like a normal bloke on a Saturday evening. Like, do you know what I mean?
I'm looking at this Everton game here. These Everton players just don't put in a shift. Sure, they don't. They just really don't. Like, when the ball is lost and breaks down, they're all looking at each other.
Man, Gay looks like he's wearing a
There's a
plain
chance here
pair
for
of
Barry, is it?
tracksuit bottoms.
Barry tracking out on the right-hand side. Oh.
Oh no, they have the in my one here now the possession just on
I'm waiting for your face to get. I'm waiting for your face to get upset here so I can react because I'm about 30 seconds behind you.
Do you know what I'll do? I'll just pretend that United scored at some stage and just jump up and wait for your reaction.
Yeah, West Ham nil.
Dewsbury Hall whipped one across there. It's after going out for the corner. Could have went anywhere. Sorry,
went out for a wedding reception, did it?
Yeah.
West Ham nil, Bournemouth nil.
Yeah, it's one of those.
Didn't think this was going to happen at all.
No, but it's one of those. Listen, before the game, West Ham probably would have taken a point, but they needed the 3 points given their position at the moment, and every game's a tough game for them. They're really, really struggling there. Look, I was watching one. Obviously, my ma's a West Ham fan, but I was watching a few of the videos of the fans. Like, they're still not happy with the owners. They want them out, and I don't think things will change till Sullivan and all's gone. But and obviously they still hate the stadium. They're there nearly bleeding 10 years or whatever it is, isn't it?
I'm heading to that stadium this summer and going to see Metallica.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, I'm going to see Metallica in the London City.
What's this I hear about the Foo Fighters? Are they playing in the academy or something?
Tonight, yeah.
Oh, it's tonight, is it?
They played in a bar in Dingle last night.
Did they?
Just out of nowhere, like. Jeez. And they did the tickets, I think, yesterday.
In the Olympia or something, was it?
The academy. And you had to go in. You had to go in with ID to get the tickets. You couldn't buy them online.
No, I'd seen people queuing up outside the Olympia, but then I heard it was in the academy, so I didn't know what was going on.
I bought tickets to see them in Poland and Warsaw.
No way.
Yeah, so I don't know whether we're going to be able to go though or not, because Ben's in the middle. He's back in college. Oh, yeah, surprise gigs tonight, Bren. Yeah, mad, isn't it? Like, out of nowhere, like,
Bren.
Crazy.
Yeah, do you know who I'm going to see next month, right? 11 years ago, Yvonne brought me to see Frankie Valli in the Tree Arena, like the real Frankie Valli, not the Four Seasons. There was a Four Seasons there, but it was one of the best gigs. It was at Bar Robbie when last year. Peter Andre is doing Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons and the Helix, so I'm bringing Yvonne. Got it for part of our Christmas present, so we're going now in a few weeks.
Yeah, promoting the new album. I was saying that all right, Brian. Yeah, mad, isn't it?
Foo Fighters.
Yeah. Just down in a bar in Dingle, casually putting on a gig.
As you do.
Getting back to their roots. Man City 2, Newcastle 1. Don't know if you got to see this game, but working everything. I got back for I was an 8 o'clock, wasn't it? I got back for most of it, but got the anxiety in Man City for that last 15-20 minutes. Newcastle trying to pulverise them.
Yeah, it was. And they started off well. Obviously, Riley, I think it was his first goal, great finish into that bottom left-hand corner. And then Haaland set him up for the second. And yeah, when Newcastle scored, it's a nervy end, especially looking at it going, right, we could be within 2 points of Arsenal here because they're playing the next day. And, it was a nervy finish. But yeah, it was, listen, they saw it out. And I think they've Leeds away now this weekend, isn't it? Yeah, and Arsenal have Chelsea, as far as I know.
Have the Chelsea,
so Chelsea. It's going to be an interesting few weeks. So I don't think it's over just yet.
Chelsea's next 5 or 6 games are horrific.
Yeah,
and they could potentially have PSG or Newcastle sandwiched in between for 2 in the Champions League.
I was just looking at that today because obviously, going before this game this evening, ourselves, yourselves and Chelsea are level in points. Obviously, we have this game to play, but it's going to be tight. But I was looking at Chelsea's next year. Yeah, they've a tough run coming up, all right.
Do you see a situation where Villa drop away? Or come back into that mix of are we at the moment we're kind of assuming we get 5 spots.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So us, yourselves, and Chelsea are fighting for 4th and 5th.
Yeah.
Do you reckon Villa come back into that mix and we're suddenly fighting for 3rd, 4th, and 5th? 3 from 4?
They could do. They I don't know, like they have to go on a good run of games. Listen, all they can do at the minute is concentrate on themselves, get wins over the line, and then whatever happens with teams above them and below them, that's whatever. But yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. They're playing. They had played some good football. Got back into it in a scrappy game on Saturday against Leeds. So I wouldn't be surprised. But like yourself and like I always think about United, like we just do what we can do and let the rest worry about themselves.
Let the game play out, as they say.
Yeah,
let it all take shape. The league doesn't lie, as they say. Keith, no one wants to say that because the first time round, no one wanted to say because it was 10 years too late.
Yeah.
So I doubt they want to say a second. What did you make of Conor Ben? Did you see that? I did a short on the channel today.
Yeah.
About the Zuffa boxing to Dana White and told that again.
Did you see Dana's press conference about Eddie?
Yeah.
And then Chris Eubank Sr. came out and was saying about making comments and stuff like that. So it's been very interesting.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's the next move.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Like I don't think Frank Warren is anything to smile about at the moment either. No, I'd say with Dana entering this arena, as they say, and Zuffa boxing and stuff like that, they're going to be throwing wedge.
Has Dana not been in to send any emails from WrestleMania on the top floor of Stephen's Green Shopping Centre recently? No?
Get Everlast and the boys on board, is it?
That's it, yeah.
There we go. Everlast being the boxing brand now, not the hip hop or whatever it is. Lads, why don't the upper tier do a musical? Can you imagine?
You never know, Dino. You never know.
Bruno having a bit of an old argy-bargy here. It's probably all
Everton have a corner here. I'm 69-10. Everton have a corner.
Keep us posted.
Whip it in on top of Lemons. No, back post, Tarkovsky and Maguire.
I did hear Dino on May the 16th, is it? Or 26th? What's the game again? 16th of May. 16th of May. I heard that Brennan and Mark might be doing an old duet in the middle of the pitch. That's
absolutely.
The rumor. I have to discuss a fee with Browner for the two boys, probably 20 quid and two star bars.
Talking of Browner, can we wish the man, the king of Legends 11, a very happy birthday today?
Absolutely, 100%.
It's his birthday. I was talking to him earlier on. He was up in Monaghan.
Boxing in its Monday Night Wars phase.
Oh, yes.
That's what we want.
Do you know what? I was watching.
Bren, we might start covering boxing instead of wrestling if that's the case.
Bren, I was watching the biography channel, the wrestling biography channel. It was all about NWO. Oh man, looking back, holy shit, still gives me goosebumps. Like,
yeah, Easy E and the boys.
Ah, yeah. No, do you know what I was watching? It was a Scott Hall through Rey Mysterio into a bleeding container out in the back, and
that's right. Yeah, they just dragged him out and fucked him into it. Yeah,
the neighbours around thought it was a real fight and stuff, and called the police.
They called the police. Mad, remember they used to go out and take over the truck and all the sound truck and the video truck and all, and everything. Quality.
What was it? This has been paid by the NWO.
Yeah, it was class. Right, let's get into Sunday. A game that there's 90 minutes I'd never get back in my life, but somehow we found a way to steal it. What did you make of the goal that was disallowed?
Do you know, I didn't see it proper. I just seen stills of it. And Boomers on the break here. Long ball over the top. Will he play in Sesko? Sesko's true. Yes! Yes! Get in. What a finish.
Just for anyone who isn't a Man United fan, right here now it's still 0-0. Just to let you know. Mark is wearing the blue hoodie and all. What can I say?
But hey, with the United crest on it. I think it was a long boy Bill Cunha over there in Bilmo.
Oh, it's ruled out for offside.
Hey. Great finish.
Dino sent me that the other day when McAllister scored the second one. He said this could be ruled out too, and I said, "Oh no, don't say that."
I think I only seen the stills of it.
Yeah.
Cunha, great ball over the top in Bilmo.
Jeez, that's bread and butter. Lovely finish.
Yeah.
Don't know what Pickford's complaining about. They got carved wide open. What can you do?
100%.
71 minutes gone. 72 minutes gone. 1-0 Man United. he's starting to find his feet now, isn't he?
He
Starting to
is.
find his feet now.
It's a strange one. Will text me. I must text
Biggie
him.
bum time this
Never
game.
got a
Everything coming
chance
out of
to
it.
text him back.
Not really.
He seems to be making an impact off the bench. We've seen it against
Big
West
up
Ham and now
Craig.
tonight as
That's
well.
what I want to hear, Craig. Against the run of play.
Hey, Spud.
Get in.
Spud.
Craig.
Craig. Well, a squeaky bum time for Craig. It was last week, all right.
For fuck's sake, those Poxy see you next Tuesday didn't score, did they? I hope it's offside. No, it's not. Quality goal.
Yeah.
Quality goal on the break, carved open. Can't deny it. Yeah, so that was kind of like that. So I was watching the game yesterday and I was thinking, God, or Sunday, I was watching, yesterday, and I was thinking, my God, this is like the first half was absolutely shocking. The second half was worse. And to be honest, I was on to Darren last night about it, and I was thinking, you know something? Wenger's shout, I think it is, that any 0-0 game should get no points.
Yeah. Big
you know what I mean? It's not a bad show, I tell you, because it would force teams to actually go and get up off their arse and do something. It was really, really poor.
Euro's after trying to clear one. It's after bouncing off Dallo, going out for a corner for everything there.
There we go. Told you Sesko changed the game.
You did, Dino, in fairness.
That's a fairly easy.
Dino, let us know where you're playing football last week, man.
That's the boy George off Chelsea. Supposed to be the next big thing at Chelsea. Remember George?
Yes.
George. Yeah, tidy little player. He didn't struggle a little bit at Chelsea when they made the purchases, but wasn't too bad.
Sorry, cuz talking about that. Do you know what I seen a clip of the other day? The lads in the chat remember football's next star. We're just saying a clip there. Oh, Lemons after catching it. Yeah, Craig Walsh from Inchicore was on it. The Inter Milan one. Craig used to hang around coffees where I used to gig and stuff like that. He's with Inchicore Athletic at the minute. But it says one of the lads is managing Margate Town. And where was the Jolly Boys outing? In Margate, baby.
There we go. So Liverpool climbing, getting themselves back into this Champions League positions race, if you want to call it. Palace 1, Wolves 0.
Yeah, Jesus, Wolves thought they were gonna get away with a point from Selhurst Park. What is going on here? Lemons put the ball down. Barty went over to kick it. Sorry, Palace, great 3 points for them in the end. Really well earned. My cousin David had them in the last man standing. And it's him and one lad left now. The other lad, I think, had Hughes actually.
Okay.
So what was yours? 96 minute?
Yeah, 94th or 95th or something. Yeah, there was a minute to go or something. What's going on here? Why isn't he scoring?
No, sorry.
What? Oh, it's a free kick. Casemiro was fouled.
I was wondering what was happening there.
Yeah. It was a free kick, yeah.
Another Everton corner incoming now at the minute.
Oh, Barty didn't get the message. Sunderland 1, Fulham 3. Quite a surprise.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that. Again, I would have probably thought score a draw here. Obviously Jimenez scored to take the lead 1-0 and it was going back and forth for a while. Then he went 2-0 up and Sunderland got a penalty, I think it was as well. So but yeah, great away win for Fulham. It's not Lemons after punching away the corner. It's not the easiest, but have they only been meeting twice there this season or something like
that? Sunderland.
Yeah.
They've been beaten once.
Once.
I think, it was Class team that did it as well.
There's more confusion here. What's going on?
It's confusion over David Moyes, the jacket he's wearing.
Yeah. It looks like he's after booking Pickford for something.
Mountain off, was it?
Yeah, it must be, because he wasn't anywhere near the play at the time. Play was in our half. What is he doing? And I wouldn't mind to have him in me feckin' fantasy as well.
There you go. Spurs 1, Arsenal 4. Just when you thought the Cannons was all out of ammo, they fire back.
I swear, it's probably one of the worst Spurs teams I've ever seen in my life. Like
the 7-1 is value, is it?
Yeah. absolute dire. Absolute dire, yeah. You know, when obviously,
The thing is, Keith, they're not, because the rest of the league is shit.
yeah. But like, you look at boom, what's gone off?
What did you
Mazzarella's
make?
gone off.
What did you make of the second Moani goal where he pushed Gabriel? Gabriel went down fairly easy, didn't he?
Yeah, yeah. It's one of those. He knows if he does go down, it's going to be a free kick, or if it goes in and he goes down, it's going to be looked at.
Yeah.
But my God, Spurs are. I've never seen it. Did you see the video of the manager? I think it was Van de Ven trying to tell him to push up and give him instructions, and
Having none of it.
he's
Having none of
absolutely
it.
not having it. Like, it just
Yeah.
shows you how
Yeah.
far that club have gone down. Like,
I think the manager came out after the game as well. He's only there a wet day, and he came out and he was questioning the ambition of the players in the club. Not a good
it
sign when
is.
you're only in the door.
And I just saying, obviously the this is football with the overlap with Ange.
Yeah,
And it gives you an insight
very
into
good.
what I thought he came across very, very well.
Yeah.
I think he even said he did. Sorry, another Everton corner here. This is their sixth of the game. He even said how he shouldn't have taken the Forest job. It was too soon. I think we all thought it was strange when he took it. Mazzarella's get it clear. Yeah, but it's absolute dire. I thought at 1-1, I thought to give it a game to Arsenal, but fair play to Arsenal. They went out and got the job done. It was a really good performance. Gyökeres, I triple captained last week, and then I took him out of my team this week, and he got 2 goals. It just, do you know what I mean? Like, there's no, but yeah, great win. Listen, a great win as well for Arsenal, particularly under pressure. I know City won. They're 2 points behind. It's a North London derby at 1-1. You know, anything could have happened, but they went on and won it convincingly. And you know, they have a game against Chelsea where not that you'd expect them to win, but you've seen Chelsea's performances this season. You would think Arsenal should win, but you just wouldn't know.
The difficulty is trying to figure out which Chelsea are going to show up. And obviously, Fofana now is going to be banned.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And there you have once again Sanchez standing behind, another changed for at the back or whatever it is. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's a difficult one and stuff like that, and especially up against Arsenal. But you know, these kind of London derbies and stuff like that, they're tough. They're tough at times, and they can shake up an interesting result at times. You know, so but I would expect Arsenal to probably pick up the win there. But we will discuss it on Thursday with Darren when we're doing the preview. And then obviously we're into tonight. It's 1-0 to Man United, I think, on 71 minutes. Sheshko with the goal from a breakaway. An absolutely lovely finish into the bottom corner. Pickford, no chance whatsoever.
And cuz before we go on, can I just say happy birthday to Rowan, who's just being
yeah, absolutely.
It's his birthday on Wednesday, so I just want to wish him a happy birthday. What age are you now, Deedles? 44, 45, is it?
Hardly.
Yeah, right. Yeah, take 20 years away from that.
I hope he's working on our slide for the Cheltenham tips.
Yes,
he's not coming on. He's not coming on here after the fact to tell us about all these winners he has. He has to tell us before he goes what he's picking and what he's doing.
He's going on. Yeah, he's going on for a Gold Cup day this year. He's been there.
Before we get into the League of Ireland, what you thinking at the moment? Where do you think are you? Arsenal, City? What were you thinking?
I think there's going to be a good few twists and turns, but I think, and I know Craig's in the chat. It's not to slag you. I just think City will nick it. I think with their experience.
And who do you think's taking the third spot for the relegation at this stage? Forest on their fourth manager.
Yeah, Forest, and you look at West Ham, and oh man, it's just obviously with my mum and West Ham connection, I wouldn't like to see them go down, but they're not in a great position at the minute, you know, that sort of way.
But of the three teams, if you look at Spurs and you look at Nottingham Forest and you look at West Ham, Leeds, I think, will probably be okay. I think they'll probably have enough.
And you know what? No, I was just going to say before, like probably October, we would have said, Leeds, definitely, you know, that sort of way they're going to go down, like, you know, but it's
they went on a real good run of about 5 or 6 games, didn't they? And that kind of brought them up out of it, kind of, and stuff, you know. But yeah, I don't know. I think West Ham have enough to get out of this. I think if Spurs were to fall into the bottom 3, I don't know whether they have the mentality to get out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And we were talking about it last week. I was talking about comparing it to when Leeds went down that time. And people, that's where it all came about, teams being too good to go down.
Yeah.
And I was thinking that if you go back and you look at that Leeds team that got relegated, at least 6 or 8 of those players get into that Spurs side.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. So, now I was just looking at it here. Like West Ham have some tricky games coming up. They obviously have Hughes on Saturday.
Yeah.
They've Fulham away. Then they've City at
They
home.
don't normally get out now of Anfield either.
No, and then they've City at home. Then they've Villa away, and then a massive one for them is Wolves at home.
Everything really pressing you here already.
Yeah, another corner there. Another corner. I think.
What a save!
There are 7 or 8 corners now.
Great shot there from Michael Keane, a guy who does crop up with goals.
Yeah, one of our own
that was a great shot, wasn't it, from Michael Keane?
Tarkowski's getting booked here, and I think Maguire possibly is it.
They've probably been at each other all game anyway.
100% from all these set pieces. You want to see everything just piling the players.
There's things that are guaranteed in life, aren't they? Debt, taxes, and Tarkowski getting booked.
Yeah. Like, do you remember?
Yarrow's in the back of the net here. Is that what they're talking about?
He was just pushing him over. Remember, Cattermole off Sunderland was always guaranteed.
Isn't it funny when it breaks out like that? Like, no one goes in to have a row with Tarkowski.
No.
You know what I mean? Because you ain't winning that argument, that's for sure.
He's a big lad.
Right, let's get in League of Ireland Premier.
Another a good win by Rovers against Pats. I was expecting a bit more out of Pats, to be fair. Keith, come on, man. Oh, Maguire and Tarkowski now, and Maguire's after going down. This should be interesting. I think
Yarrow nearly ended up in the stand there.
Yeah, Maguire's after going down on the ground, and now Tarkowski's getting called back over just after being cautioned by the referee. I brought Bruno over for a chat with him as well. 2 captains have a chat.
That Beto lad's another lad I wouldn't like to have a row with. He's a big boy as well.
He's a big lad.
Yeah.
Mind you, if he's anything, if his punches are anything like a strike, he'd miss you.
Jeez, this is more like the rugby at the weekend, isn't
it? Tarkowski's going straight back in, and Yarrow's straight onto him again. Yeah. This can be whipped in again. Everyone's on the keeper.
Someone there. You need someone in a senior position there to pull Tarkowski one side now and like have a word with him. You know, I know they sometimes play better with 10 men against you. Just saying.
This is revenge for that.
Yeah.
Ball into the box. Maguire's up into his mush.
Maguire looked like he pulled Tarkowski down there, didn't he?
And then he just Tarkowski landed on top.
It looks like Maguire was going down. He said, "I'm bringing you down with me." Doing the thing, you know. Should have been a penalty. That's disgraceful.
VAR. Sorry, I'm getting distracted
this is
here.
Chaos in this box, isn't it, at the moment? There's
Madness.
Bodies everywhere. Good hand away there by Lemons.
Yeah, he's solid from set pieces like that. Unlike his predecessors. Yeah.
Predecessors.
Man, him on the ball.
It's mad the way the boy Lemons has come in, isn't it? And it's like United literally only have one keeper on the books now. No one else is even mentioned.
Yeah.
Not even. I don't even know if they mentioned the other lad even when they're calling out the subs at this stage.
Yeah, by end He's still there. He does a bit on the social medias and stuff like that.
United need to get hold of this game now. 54%.
Cross after coming in, Lemons after catching a straight. He's after going down to smother at the usual.
It'll feel that it'll be like a set piece, won't it? Because everything, they're not kind of open play is not their game.
No.
It's always kind of.
If anything, they'll score from a corner if they are going to score. By the looks of
it. Right, League of Ireland Premier.
Yeah, looks like a good win for Pats, or for Rovers against Pats. Sellout up in Tallaght Stadium. Was expecting a bit more from Pats, to be honest with you.
Boy Brennan.
Yeah.
Great game. Super game.
And listen, Rovers, great win. They've again strength and depth this season. There's talk about Noonan still going, maybe possibly going off the Celtic and stuff like that. So we'll wait and see. But really, really good performance by them, and they'll take 3 points at home and a clean sheet.
Yeah, I was previewing it with Darren the other night, and I was thinking he said that Rovers should be comfortable enough, and I said this could be an interesting one because they haven't played yet this season,
Yeah,
so they
yeah.
could be caught
They
a
were,
little bit cold, you know.
but looking
But
at them, they looked like they were raring to go the first few minutes,
yeah,
like,
yeah,
you know. So
probably dying
uh,
to play a game when you're training that amount, you know, because the game
absolutely.
is the payback, you know.
And I'm just
Dundalk
looking, it's
equalised
one
90th minute.
90th minute, yeah. Vinny Leonard got sent off there 15 minutes ago. They're just after equalising 1-1. Whoo!
Oh, that's not good.
Massive goal.
That's not good at all. Not good.
Massive
The
goal for them.
Dundalk, the surprise package so far.
Yeah, but Vinny,
Everyone expected
Jesus.
them to struggle big time, didn't they?
Yeah. Vinny getting sent off. He was very good against Drogheda the other day. Only a young lad. Plenty of teams in England looking at him at the
Bradley
moment
will
as
not
well.
be happy with that now. United here in
No.
the break. I think you're a little bit ahead of me there, but
Yeah, no,
they look
Everton have on the left hand side, just knocking it around. Dewsbury Hall
cool.
looking to get into space. It's come back out to
Um,
the right. And Jack Byrne coming on for them as well in the second half was another bonus. There had been
mm,
talk of him actually going to Pats at one stage under Stephen Kenny when he was out in Dubai playing in the third division out there. But he's
mm,
after coming back, and apparently him and Steve have built bridges and made up and stuff. So
mm.
that's a massive bonus for, as far as I'm concerned, for Shamrock
He's a
Rovers.
huge player for Rovers. Huge player.
And not only that, you look at Everton 10th. This is their 10th corner. You look at even the likes of in the get it out in the last few minutes, having the comfort of bringing on the likes of Enda Stevens and stuff like that, who they
Yeah.
signed on a free. Like,
Mm.
again, experience there. He'll be great to have around the squad with the young lads there that they have as well.
Is
They've a great balance there, you know.
isn't it amazing when you watch the games and then a player like Jack Byrne comes on and you see the leveling up of the quality and the cleverness and the
Yeah.
distribution and the
Oh,
movement
yeah,
and
exactly.
you know what I mean? And it's just a different level, you know
Level.
what I mean? And it's just
100%.
10 corners now for Everton,
Yeah.
none for United. It's
So you look at
insane, isn't it?
like Graham Burke, Jack Byrne, you
Mm.
know, Enda Stevens they could bring on off the bench. Like, it's ridiculous, like, you know.
Yeah, when you've that amount of quality, that's insane.
Um,
This is United backs to the wall here, really, isn't it? Like
yeah, it's Everton, like you said, 10 corners. We haven't had none. They're really going for it here.
yeah.
Carrick, Holland, and
Do you know what
Steve
I always
Collins.
do you know what I always find weird as well? Like, why don't they play like this from minute one?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Why don't they put in the shift from minute one and they might do a bit more, especially at that new stadium, you know what I mean? Because they're gonna have to work hard to make
Oh,
that a
Dallow.
fortress, you know.
Dallow's after going by Keane on the edge, and it looked like a shot slash cross he
Mm.
was going for. It's after going out for our first corner of the game now.
What'd you make it, Derry getting beaten 1-0?
Great win by Bows. You know, over the last few weeks, we seen it in the Brandywell. They've scored late on, whether to get a win or get a point against Dundalk, a win against Sligo, I think it was in the first game of the season. Again, Derry are going to be thereabouts this season. The squad is well balanced.
Bows look very solid at the back, though, don't they? They're
They
not going
look
to cough up
they,
too much this season,
they,
sure, don't they?
they look very solid at the back.
Mm.
Sorry, I was just going to see what we were doing here. We are going for a short corner. I was wondering what Bruno and Dallo were over. It's after going out for a throw now. 5 minutes of added time, cuz 5 minutes of added time.
5 minutes coming up. Big
Yeah.
5 minutes for United.
100%.
Huge 3
Yeah,
points.
but you look at Bows. You know, they've got Defoe and Flores in midfield and stuff like that. So they've got a really good midfield.
Yeah.
They look solid at the back. They were missing on scoring a few goals last season. Dale Rooney and stuff, and Tierney there as well. But yeah, fantastic win for them on the road. Particularly, like I said, Derry have been known over the last few weeks to score late goals, and they put a lot of pressure on Bowes at the end, and Bowes soaked it up and left with the 3 points. It was Mazzarouta's after fouling there and getting the yellow card, I think it was.
And your own team, Shells, 2 games, 2 draws. Joey
Yeah.
would be expecting a lot more, wouldn't he?
Yeah, particularly against Galway at home. No offense to Galway, they lost a few players and in the summer or in the pre-season, and yeah, it's just very disappointing. We went 1-0 behind. We get a penalty 2 minutes later to equalise, and then you think, right, you know, the air's gone out there. There's 2 balls on the pitch. the air's gone out of the balloon for them. It was so
It's kind of
we had the momentum.
chance is being created, isn't there? But is there a lack of quality there in terms of just the finish?
Do you know what? It's tough. Like, you can see the type of football Joey wants to play, and at times you're looking at it. We got Martin in and stuff, and the Will Jarvis is after coming back. That was his first game he started. He came off after a while. Sorry, we're on the break here. Ball over to Sesko over the top, or Dallo over to Sesko. Can he make it two? Good save by Pickford. Everton throwing everything at it. We're after playing the ball over the top. Good save by Pickford.
Yeah, I was listening to Joey's interview after the match and all. He seemed very frustrated with the result.
It is. It is frustrating. Two draws in a row. What's Bruno going on? I close him down. Good save. Beto, I think that was, after taking a shot from about 20 yards.
You have nothing to worry about them.
Good save by Lemons. But yeah, listen, very disappointed after Harry Wood slotted the penalty away. I thought to myself, right, go on and win it now. The momentum's with you. Last 20 minutes, go for it. And it never happened. Very, very frustrating. But yeah, a few tough games coming up as well. So
we did mention in our preview for the season coming that, like, Galway could be that team, that spoiler team in a lot of games.
Yeah, we've had it with Sligo down the years as well. So yeah. But they lost a few players, but they're always tough to play against. But I was expecting a home win there, to be fair. Everton really pushing here now. Tarkowski on the right-hand side.
Who was that with the shot there? Was it Onana?
It must have. I thought it was
Beto. It was Onana. No, it definitely wasn't Beto.
What is Keown's after going down celebrating the ball going out for a goal kick? Fucking, he's winding up the Everton lads now. Tarkowski's going over to him. Shaw just has his arm on Tarkowski as if to say,
he's up there, mate. You're already on a card.
Yeah, he's going on.
Shaw should be trying to instigate him.
Cunha knows exactly what he's doing. Cunha's getting taken off now by the looks of it anyway.
Yeah, proper order if that's the...
Well, he just sees it out, start celebrating. Oh, that's gas. Fucking gas.
No, he was giving it socks to the player, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Look.
Absolute gas, man.
Tarkowski shithousing in the middle of it. Very good. Very good. Very good. Anything, what's your overall 3 games in? Obviously some 2 and some 1 and stuff like that, but what's your overall?
Yeah, look, just looking at that one there, obviously 1-1 tonight. Bradley won't be happy with that. Steve won't be happy at all with that. Listen, they're playing catch up. Obviously, it's early doors. I think Derry look very, very strong. Very, very strong. You look at coming from behind against Dundalk and equalising the last minute in the Brandywell. Obviously that was up there because the pitch wasn't ready in Oriel. That's going to be in another 2 months or something like that. They're playing in Oriel. But yeah, I think with the experience they have in there as well, I think it's going to be between Rovers and Derry, if I'm being honest. I know it's too early to say, but that's me gut feeling. Sorry, balls after going straight through everyone, going out for a goal kick. Everton were claiming there was pulling. Oh no, I don't think there was. Beto was claiming his shirt was pulled, but it didn't look like it, to be fair.
A fleeting tug.
That was just Dino in the gym.
That's it. Absolutely, 100%. Let's get into Division 1. Cork leading the way at the moment. Athlone second.
Yeah, great win for Athlone and Kerry. And believe it or not, I was texting Rob on Friday, and these are the things you don't see. So obviously, they got back. Athlone travelled from Kerry back to Athlone. They got back to Athlone Stadium at 2:30 on Saturday morning, Friday night, Saturday morning, and then Rob had to drive from Athlone down to Balbriggan at 2:30 in the morning. So those are the little bits and pieces you don't see on a Friday night. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, 2 wins in a row. Like I said before, last Friday they went 22 games without a win, and to get 2 in a row was fantastic for them. Obviously, Bray with a good away win as well against Treaty, and UCD beaten by Finn Harps, which
Full time there as well, in a 1-0.
Yeah, full time. Just the full time whistle just went there. So
huge win, huge 3 points.
Delighted with those 3 points. Wasn't easy, but we we're unbeaten at 6 now. Fantastic. You can't ask for any more than that. 3 points. I think we go. Sorry, now just saying character and all. I think we go to, or we're at home to Palace now on Sunday at 2:00. So see how we get on there. But Jesus, you can't say fair than that. A very hard fought win. First game at the new stadium there for us as well. So we take that all day.
You can see on the balance of play there why Everton struggle, You can see they just
they're still trying to embed in the new stadium as well. I know it can be quite hard.
Just the reliance, the overall reliance just on corners and set pieces and nothing else really going on, you know what I mean? So it's a struggle,
Back up the fort now.
Yeah. Bray picking up a big win, 1-0 away at Treaty.
Great win for them. I think Treaty will struggle. I was looking at some of the match there the other night and some of the highlights, that they're very bad at the back. They don't really have any quality there. The likes of Cork and Wexford and Athlone and Bray have lads that have played in the Premier Division before and stuff, and they don't have that. I think they're going to struggle big time. And listen, I've said it before. I said it about Athlone and Longford and stuff like that. They can't get relegated. So when the new third division comes in, it'd be very, very interesting when you see the likes of Treaty and stuff go down. Then
Yeah, it's going to be very interesting then, isn't it? As you said, there's no real pressure when you're in here except to try and get promoted. Really, you know what I mean? There's no jeopardy at the bottom of the league, really.
No.
Yeah, so it's going to be very interesting when they do put it in there. Right, let's talk about the 2 statements. We had a statement from Drogheda released today. We had the joint statement, obviously, the other day about what happened and how poor this reflects on the league in general. I think after so much good work being done to promote it and put it up there and advertise it and make it look like a great thing for families to do and come along, enjoy yourself, attend a League of Ireland game, all that. It's great, And then you see these scenes and then that just puts a cloud over all that hard work, unless Dundalk as well. What did you make of it? This first statement that came out for me was just like such a lack of responsibility, such a lack of hearsay or too much hearsay, I should say. Then we obviously got the second statement out from Drogheda, which again, for me, I'd like the club to take a little bit more leadership in this situation stuff, rather than going, well, we're talking to the guards and we're talking to Joe Blogs and we're talking to this guy and we're talking to that guy. Wake up. A kid got hurt here with a flare.
Yeah, I was just going to say before this, you said about the statements and all, that I obviously heard about the young lad, only 12 years of age, getting hit in the face with a flare,
Not good.
Leave you. Listen, the League of Ireland has had problems with flares for years. Like we've seen it, they tried to ban it all over the league, and even in the Aviva when it's there, it's the only time you see flares is say when Rovers are playing Bows, or we seen Pats and Bows there a few weeks ago. Yeah, I think obviously the Drogheda statement is very like a politician statement. There was no accountability taken. They were reflecting it and just saying, we're looking into it and blah blah.
And here's all the things we do, but it's not all the things you do because you didn't do it.
Exactly, and listen, there's €100,000 worth of damage on the new 3G pitch down in Dundalk, which has taken months for them to develop and get funding for, and it was a major thing. They'd done the unveiling before the match. Obviously, the match was on Virgin Media, the loud derby, massive occasion in the area, and I think the fans have severely let them down, and
especially from Dundalk's point of view, like as we said last year, we covered Dundalk quite a bit last year with John Temple and all, and trying to get funding and trying to get pitches done, and the teams aren't flush. You know what I mean? They don't have money lying around, 100 grand to just fix these things. You know what I mean? So it was really bad.
It's very tough. Like, cause I've seen Ballyulster down the road here. I remember Mick was telling me about it. He's the secretary, and I think I've said this before. Like, you can get grants for these things. I know it's different for League of Ireland, but you can
Yeah.
get grants for these things. But then you have to invest in the new goalposts, the new floodlights, the railings for around the pitch.
And the
All this
upkeep
type
of
of
it,
thing.
just
And
because
I
it
was
got,
just gonna
it's
say,
not a lifetime job, like, yeah.
exactly, and like I said, the upkeep of it as well. Like, it's very hard because clubs like, obviously, not Dundalk, I'm talking about Ballyulster, you can only ask parents for so much money. That type of way. There's only so much money you can ask parents for. So you have to go out and do other things. And I remember speaking to John Temple, like I said, last year, and he was telling me the effort, and it would, the funding can only get you so far, and then the
Yeah.
effort you have to.
What did they
And
say? They were 50 grand short on the funding when we spoke about
yeah,
it last year.
yeah,
Weren't they 50, 60 grand
yeah.
short of what it was going to cost? And that was
Like,
the shortfall. And it was trying to figure out where that was going to come from.
and exactly, like 50 grand mightn't seem too much for a football club, but this situation that Dundalk were in when John Temple took it over last year, the year and a half ago, whatever it was
This
crazy.
was a team that was on the verge of going out of existence. It's
Absolutely.
such a rich history in Irish football as well.
So no, it beggars belief how 100,000 euro worth of damage was done on Friday night. And I have to say, fair play to the local fire brigade up there putting the flares out as quick as they did. But when I read about that 12-year-old young lad, like, he probably never want to go to a football match again. Imagine his dad or his mum, whoever it was, taking him there on Friday night to watch a game of football and getting hit.
Just a dad going out with his son, just to have a bit of crack and go to a match and experience a bit of fun.
Exactly.
New pitch, home game, derby, the whole thing and all. And this is how it ends, you know what I mean? And
Beggars belief, because it's shocking,
terrible.
absolute shocking. And yeah, hopefully, listen, hopefully, I think they're trying to get a legislation against flares being brought into League of Ireland grounds from now on. But listen, that yourself, because there's going to be ways and means of the lads getting the flares into
But
the ground.
the problem with the flares going in there as well, whatever you think about the flares and the support and how it adds to it and stuff like that, these grounds are not built for this.
No.
You know what I mean? Like, they're not big, expansive, stands. Everyone's clustered on top of each other. It's a real tragedy waiting to happen. It really is, and people don't realize just how dangerous it is and stuff like that. I get from a visionary point of view and stuff like that, a visual kind of situation. It looks really cool and stuff like that and all, but like,
but
you know what I mean? It's just when you start doing that, like, it's just insane.
For the FAI Cup final there, just gone. So the first few minutes of the game you couldn't see because of all the smoke from the flares. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, madness.
I don't think they should be. I don't think they should. I don't know why they're waiting on legislation to pass it through or whatever it is. I think there just should be a carte blanche ban on it now and just get rid of it. It just should be gone, and that's it.
I know they have tried it, and the lads, particularly the younger fans, I'm not trying to pin it on just them, but
the fans you were saying with a flare then should just lose their season ticket, and they should just be banned for the season. If you're caught with a flare, you're banned for the season, and that's it, done, and you don't get a refund on your ticket.
You
know what I mean?
Spot on, absolutely.
Your tickets then donated to a charity to give it away on an auction or something, and the funds go to a charity or go into the club to do something in the local community or whatever it is. That's the way it should be now. If you're caught with a flare, you should just be banned. End of story.
100%.
And just be done with it. Don't take the lead on these things. This is what annoys me when they don't take the lead on things. It frustrates the hell out of me. Like, how many more kids are going to get burnt in the face? How many more pitches are going to get destroyed and all? You know what I mean? And it's really leaning towards that way because of our climate and everything else. We're probably going to see the introduction of more and more of these astro pitches and stuff like that and all. You know what I mean? So it's going to become more prevalent. So this carry on just needs to go. Just needs to go. That would be my view on it anyway.
I 100% agree with you, cuz
it just, like, I get it, like, it can add at times to the actual spectacle, but I think what happens is, as you said, you get a few brain downers who don't just realize, throw one or set one off or shoot one at someone, hits them in the mush. Next thing, they're either burnt or they're blinded or something happens or they lose a fucking ear or whatever it is, and everyone thinks, sure, we should have known and this, that, and the other and all. It's 2026. Need to wake up.
Absolutely.
Right, give us your picks. Who's going through? Have you any upsets coming through this?
I'm gonna pick Juventus, Atalanta.
Stay away from those Italian teams. I'm warning you now. Stay away.
No, listen. You'd expect a 3-goal lead, Galatasaray going to Turin, you'd expect them to win. I know Turkish teams don't necessarily travel too well, but unless Juve can get 2 early goals in the first 20 minutes and really put pressure on them, I can't see
which could
them
happen.
win. It could
Could
happen,
happen.
but
Unlikely,
it's
but it could happen.
very unlikely. But yeah, it could happen. But you think Galatasaray go through with that lead?
I would have thought so. Real with a 1-0 slanter lead, but I think they'll
Yeah,
they'll bounce Benfica up, won't they, at home after everything that's happened.
especially the Bernabeu. Even though he's not going to be there, the Bernabeu is going to have them really rocking.
Yeah.
I think listen, a very, very close. But if I had been the other way around and Real were going to Benfica with a 1-0 lead, I would be saying something different.
I
But
don't think the
I'd expect
scoreline was a reflection on the game either. I
no,
think
no.
Real created a lot of chances on the
Yeah,
night as well.
they were a better team, I think, overall in the 90
Yeah.
minutes. But I'd
Yeah.
expect Madrid to win by 2 or 3 goals.
Yeah.
To be fair,
Monaco Paris is nicely poised, isn't it? At 2-3.
it is, and obviously, I think did Monaco have a player sent off and stuff like that. So I
Yeah.
think that that changed the game slightly, and
Yeah.
because Monaco were winning and they were looking comfortable for a while, but PSG got back into it. Then again, I just think with home advantage going in with a goal, a 1-goal lead, I think
Yeah.
PSG will just sneak over the line. Like,
Tough
but I
place
think
to go. Tough place
yeah,
to go. Yeah, and absolutely. And obviously Chelsea fans will be keeping an eye on that because PSG potentially one of their opponents, them and Newcastle. So interesting. Dortmund, Atalanta, you think going away? Shouldn't be a problem, should it?
Shouldn't. Again, it
2-0
depends.
again, dodgy scoreline.
It is like if Atalanta get a goal early doors and it's 2-1 on aggregate, the home crowd get behind it. But I think Dortmund just have enough experience there to see it over the line, and I think the match will end in a draw over there, a score draw.
Can we take a moment for the Quarterback players who have to travel 5,000 miles this week to play an away leg at St. James's? 6-1 down, and it could have been 10-1.
Could have been, yeah. Listen, the game was over in the first 45 minutes, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Like, it's a tough one for them. The only thing you can take out of it is, the experience of playing at St. James's Park in front of a massive crowd with the Champions League night, but that's all they can take from
You'd
it.
expect Eddie to rotate here, though, wouldn't you?
Absolutely, 100%. There's going to be a lot of changes there. Considering who are Newcastle playing this weekend? Let me see.
Good question, actually.
I was only looking at the fixtures there.
Yeah.
Oh my god, who are they playing? They're playing Everton on 3 o'clock on Saturday. So there'll be definitely some changes. Hopefully, you might get to see Murphy start. The lad from Galway and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, absolutely. But definitely changes, I would imagine. And then Inter didn't fancy it up at the Arctic Circle against Bodo.
Listen, I know we said Inter, but we said Bodo have caused problems for plenty of team this season and stuff. But that's an interesting one. That could go all the way. That one, I think. I know there's only 2 goals in it. It's different than the San Siro and stuff, but I think this could go all the way.
I think Inter come back here.
Yeah.
I think the San Siro is going to be a tough task for those boys. I think obviously going up to Bodo was a very tough place to go. I mean, the bleeding pitch was frozen there alone, and it's an Astro, and it was still frozen. You know what I mean? They were saying, what are they, 50, 60 miles inside the Arctic Circle?
Madness.
That's rough, isn't it?
This could go to extra time or anything, though, like,
I think Inter are going to go through here 4-3. I think they'll win 3-0 at home. I think. Bruges, Atleti, 3-3. Darren talking heavily about Bruges. Yes, he says not a team that most teams will want to play.
Yeah, like I said last week, we played them a few times over the last few years. Very difficult to break down at times. Really well set up, and they've made a name for themselves in the European competitions, But it's evenly poised there, and it's a hard one to call. It just
tough place to go, though, isn't it?
I was just gonna say that with the way they set up and stuff like that, they'd only have to score 1 goal and just turn on all the antics and stuff like that they always do and stuff. So I'd expect them to go through a home win here. I'm going for.
And Leverkusen in Germany, second leg, 2-0 up.
Listen, I'd expected to see them out. Probably I'd say they might win probably 2 or 3-0 here, if I'm being honest.
And then we have the draw on Friday.
Yeah, are you doing a
Should be
live
interesting.
watch along?
No, I'm in work, but I'll do a reaction video to it on the way
Yeah,
home or something like that. But it should be interesting. Certainly it'll be. Well, by Thursday we'll have a fair idea of the permutation, so I'll go through them with Darren.
yeah.
On Thursday show, so make sure you lock in for that as well. Who's favourites to win the Champions League?
Well, Craig Murphy in the chat will say Arsenal. Keith, who's your favourite to win the Champions League?
It's probably between PSG and Bayern, isn't it? In the betting, I would imagine. Am I right?
I'd say Bayern be up there, all right. Did you
Bayern.
see Bayern had 4 captains over the weekend?
Ah, sure, it's what you do, isn't it? What else would you be doing?
Oh.
Yeah, no, I think it's going to be like it's the draw will be the telltale really of it. It's going to be very, very interesting to see how the draw goes, and then it kicks in pretty much then straight away, doesn't it?
Arsenal are 10-3, but Munich are 4-1. PSG are 13-2 at the minute.
Okay, so Arsenal are favourites.
Arsenal are favourites.
Yeah, and not surprising. I mean, the way they played. Keith's thinking Bayern Munich very, very strong, very, very strong decision. The likes of
4-1, Keith, 4-1. If Dazzler wants a shot on Club Brugge, 200-1. Juventus are 300-1.
I wonder what Juventus are to go through.
Let's have a look.
I wonder if there's any betting on them to go through. You could do. Would you know what would be a cool one there? You could do Juventus.
They're 9-4 on the night they win anyway.
I wonder what they are to qualify.
Let's have a look.
Should be higher odds. What are you talking? 3-1, 4-1.
I'd say
them and Inter be a nice little Italian double.
Yeah.
You know, because I do think Inter will do Bodo. I think they'll have too
Real
much
Madrid are 9-1 outright winners.
Real Madrid.
Yeah.
It's probably the longest odds they've ever been in a Champions League.
Absolutely.
Ever. Yeah.
Jeez, that's close.
Yeah, a little Italian double there now, Juventus. Or if you were really brave like Marky last week, you could throw Atalanta in there for a treble as well. Don't say it happening though.
The Italian treble.
Yeah, don't say it happening. But certainly Inter and Juve. Be interesting.
Could be a good L double, lads.
Yeah, need to look at that now. That could be tasty. There's our little beat the bookie for this week on the Monday mashup, as they say.
Oh yes.
Yeah, so there you go.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to add or anything you want to?
No, like I said, just said happy birthday to Deedles and to Browner. And a very happy birthday for last week to our shopkeeper, the man who keeps this podcast glued together. Happy birthday, cuz, from last week.
Cheers,
I hope the guys spoiled you.
We had a bit of Banoffee and stuff like that. All right, was hard as you do.
I
wouldn't rule out Liverpool to go far in the knockouts. It would suit them more in the Champions League with teams playing. Keith, it wouldn't surprise me at all if we finish outside the Champions League places and win the bloody thing. This is what we do, isn't it? It's stupid, like, you know what I mean? But there you go.
And first week of Lent is nearly over. I've gotten through it, so thank God.
How would you put yourself through it every year?
Oh, it has to be done.
Does it not age you? Oh, sneaks in because he got the birthday shoe.
Yeah,
sneak in because he got the birthday shoe. No, we were talking earlier. We're waiting on your slide with your tips for Cheltenham. You're not going to be telling us after the fact all these winners.
He's going on the Friday, and like last year, he went from Cheltenham over to Italy to watch the Ireland-Italy game in Rome. And this year, he's going to London to see ABBA Voyage with his mum and his sister. Voulez-vous?
Jesus. I say he would have liked at the weekend to be over in Twickenham.
Yeah, Jesus, some win, wasn't it?
Great win.
I didn't get to see it. No. I had an English couple in and chatting away. They were over from Huddersfield for the weekend, so they asked me where to go. So I sent them up to Camden or Sinnott or River Bar. Actually, a friend still in the chat.
Yeah, the Sinnott's River Bar.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that! Straight in. Keith, I see you have Damien Priest in your profile. When did you meet him?
Oh, that's just a priest.
Yeah.
What did he say? He gave it an 11-1 winner last year.
He did give us an 11-1 winner last year, didn't he?
Yeah. Oh, did he? Yeah.
Yeah,
I
he
get me
did.
dad a
He
winner
did.
during the week. My
Yeah.
man Darwin and Kilkenny
It
during the week.
made up for the 6 losers. That's all I'm just saying.
Dealers 1 out of 6 ain't
We
bad,
still
baby.
came out behind for some reason, even after backing an 11-1 winner.
Yeah.
There you go.
You know it.
Do you know what we should do? We should get him to pick out, get him to send us all his horses, right? And what we should do is we should do the horses, just do them all, single bets or whatever it is, and then throw the money into Dogs Trust or something like that if we earn that. So Diddles, so round the pressure's on. The pressure's on. There's dogs that need this money. Dogs need this money. You know my feeling on dogs. I you know, they mean more to me than humans at times.
Deedles is a big fan of dogs as well. In fairness, there's no joke in telling he does. He has some good memories of dogs throughout the years. I've seen pictures of all his dogs.
There you go. Most of them ran out of trap 6, did they?
Yeah.
Looking to the wrestling podcast. Yeah, looking forward to it. Yeah, to see you in the comments section as always, Mark. There you go.
I'll be in the comments tomorrow. I've been watching
Let's
wrestling
do
all day today.
All in upper tier bet. There we go. That's what we'll do. Something like that. Yeah. All on round. The pressure's on. Get studying the form, my friend. Get studying the form.
Bren, my 16-year-old daughter Nicole's mate was at some launch for a new Irish boy band yesterday or something. Simon Kells launched some new Irish boy band, so I've no info on them. So, Bren, if you want to hit me with some information, please
hook a man up. Hook a man up.
That's it.
Hook a man up. There we go. Right, that's it, folks. Another show in the bag. I will be back tomorrow night, 8 o'clock with the panel.
And I will be back in the comments.
Propping up the honky tonk man side of things and the Ultimate Warrior. No doubt about it. And then Thursday with Darren and all the usual stuff that goes with it, and previews and reviews and shorts and everything else as we always do on here. So if you could, folks, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification, drop a like on the video, and of course, spread the word, share the word, tell people we're here. We're doing this week in, week out here. It's always a bit of fun. And don't forget, this Saturday, 11:15 at night, Elimination Chamber live from Chicago, Chi-Town, the Windy City. We will be bringing you live coverage of that on the panel, all the reaction, everything else. We'll be finding out what's in the crate. We'll be finding out who the masked black hoodie guy is and who goes on to the road to WrestleMania in Las Vegas.
Sounds like an episode of Fair City. Not from the Elimination Chamber.
Could end up being that.
Who's in the crate? Who's the black hoodie?
Bella!
It's Bella!
A lot of questions to be answered this Saturday, and hopefully WWE has found the right answers this time. But
it's definitely not Pepper, no?
It's definitely not Pepper.
Fuck's sake. That's one of the bets that Rowan told me to do.
Yeah.
That's one of his tips. One of the Pepper in a box.
There you go.
So,
right, folks. Go ahead.
Sorry, because who do you think's in the hood?
I'm thinking the hood. There's been talk of Jake Paul and everything else and all, and obviously the guy who's in the hood at the moment apparently is Grayson Waller, but I don't expect it to be Grayson. I don't expect it to be Grayson Waller when it's unmasked. Now it could be Seth Rollins, or Seth Rollins could be in the crate. I don't know. Jericho, talk of Jericho in the crate. You notice your man last week had a clipboard, so he had a little list of Jericho there with him. You know, I don't know. Maybe Jericho in the crate. Talk of Danhausen being in the crate. If that's the case, I'll just lose my mind.
I don't know who that is. I know who Chris Jericho is. I don't know who that is.
I know Danhausen. Danhausen's a smaller guy, paints his face, big comic guy. He's character in AEW.
All right.
Yeah. Wouldn't be your type of wrestler.
Okay, right. Yeah. No, I think I know who you're talking about. Did he team up with Sting in AEW?
No, that's Darby Allin you're thinking of.
Oh, right. Sorry.
Allin, yeah. Now, Danhausen would have done some stuff with Punk and would have done some stuff with some of the other lads. But huge following, big in the comic scene and stuff like that and all, Danhausen, so shout out. But I think more kind of suited the NXT than the main rosters, but we should say Kate's in. It's Chuck Norris who was in the hood. It is, yeah. Certainly is. Might be Billy and Chuck.
The hood's in Chuck Norris, not the other way around.
Absolutely. Right, until next time, folks. Talk to you soon. Cheers, cuz.